The old Capitol building is located at the center of the Pentacrest in the heart of Iowa's campus. You probably walk up the steps and across the space at least once every day. We all do. It's the key campus crossroads. Everyone's always in motion around the old Capitol building. Sometimes it seems like all of the Iowa City is turning around it. We wanted to learn more about the space in the building and how the students and other residents of Iowa City use the space.
Walk by every once in a while. Yeah. That's how we know.
Time to kill the moment. Yeah. So that would be the chief reason. Gaps between classes. Yeah, gap between class. Enjoy the weather.
Sometimes I'll go just to kind of relax or just to hang out with some friends and talk or something like that.
I mostly walk by when I come from home and walk to the senior center or to Trobertroy.
For me, I think hangout probably wouldn't be the right word. Obviously, you've caught us today, so the answer would be yes sometimes.
I tend to use it more for relaxation, just to kind of clear your head. It's a nice kind of open spot.
Everyone knows the old Capitol area, and a lot of people have a story or two to tell about the place. This being Iowa City, some of the stories are bound to be related to what happens in Iowa City on weekend nights.
One night, my friends and I were walking from the IMU. We were going downtown, and we walked up the steps of the old Capitol. And like I said, it was a Friday night, and there were two boys kind of huddled around the corner of the steps. And as we approached, they kind of turned and looked at us with guilty faces. Didn't really do anything, go anywhere, run away, or anything like that. But as we approached, we could hear the sound of running water, and it was clear that one of the guys was just pissing on the steps.
The old Capitol building area isn't just a campus crossroads. It's also an important historical site. We decided to go visit the museum in the building to see what the people who work there had to say about the building and the space surrounding it.
Do you know about the kid, the little girl? There's a five-year-old or 6-year-old who comes in here maybe once every 2 months or so, and she knows more about this museum than I will ever know about this museum. And so she comes and she volunteers to give tours, and she tells us about the rooms, she tells us about the paint colors, and she tells us about the furniture, and it's just really adorable because this is her favorite place in the entire world. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if anyone else can say that.
It's a 7-year-old girl.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
And I think she was born right around the time that the bell burned. And so she always thought that was really cool. And so yeah, she comes in here and she essentially gives us a tour, even though she asks us to give her a tour again. And just you don't need one, kid, whose name escapes me right now. Is she a Hannah? I think she's a Hannah. We're all Hannahs. But yeah. What other funny stories are there about this place?
Lots of
I thought you meant specific.
Lots of picture taking.
Senior
goes on.
pictures.
Senior
and
pictures.
pictures.
Yes.
Yeah,
Around the
we are pro
columns.
photo bombers. But yeah, we just have and a lot of weird people hugging the pillars and leaning against the pillars artfully. Somebody did their ballet performance up here.
Oh, they did
and she was dancing up and down. She was rolling herself around on the handrail, and it was weird. But it was fun to watch. It's mostly just people who don't realize that there are people sitting right here and we can see everything.
At a wedding, we were taking pictures over there, and we had some drunk groomsmen. They were lifting up their shirts and pounding on the window and stuff.
It's not just the drunk crowd that likes to mess around on the old Capitol steps. Even RAs can get themselves into trouble here.
One of my superiors, Patrick, called public safety on some RAs who were doing some sort of RA photo shoot or something on those steps over there. And they were lighting, it looked like they were setting up for a dinner photo shoot thing. And so they had tablecloths and plates and dishes and food, and they had lit candles. And you have to have a very specific permit to be able to light anything around here. Candles, you're obviously not allowed to have cigarettes, but anything like that, you just can't have fire around here, and especially after the fire in the bell tower. And so Patrick went out and asked them to please put the candles away, and are really not comfortable with that. Plus, you can't do that, and they didn't. So he called public safety, and a bunch of cops came and took their candles away because they weren't listening to us.
I did not hear.
Oh, yeah, that's what you miss on Thursday nights when you don't work. It's wild and crazy shit and stuff. Sorry, rhetoric. Do you guys know Les? He's an older gentleman.
Is he the guy with the huge beard?
The guy with the black guy with the beard who always has the bags of papers from Iowa Book, and he's always guys really trying to check it I don't know the story of Les all that well. I've heard variations on the story of Les, one of which was that he was getting his master's and it was taking him like 6 years, and then they kicked him out of the program because it was taking him too long and he wasn't doing the right thing or something. And he had a mental breakdown and he just never left. He was in our children's lit class last semester. He's just a really strange guy, and every once in a while he shows up when he knows there'll be free food or free drinks, and he's come into the building drunk on more than one occasion. He's just like really chatty and a little weird and a little aggressive.
The space around the old Capitol building attracts all kinds of people: drunk pincers, young museum aficionados, boisterous wedding parties, couples, unruly RAs, washed-out master's students, and even just people looking for a quiet place to sit and think. There isn't just one story to tell here. The old Capitol building is where the whole city comes together. The steps and the people who use them represent the diversity of all of Iowa City.